come off the line.
In the past, CFI President Glenn Brown ran the Pikes Peak Hill Climb in a modified T2000. For the '99 event, Kenworth Engineering gave Glenn the ride of his life. Working after hours and weekends, Kenworth engineers volunteered their time to design and build a new red racer. This custom-built T2000 was designed to handle more like a race car than a truck. The steel tube frame and integrated roll cage added rigidity and stiffness that would help Glenn handle the corners faster. The Cummins Signature 600 engine was mounted low in the frame and set back under the cab for better weight distribution. The truck weighed just 13,000 pounds. The Bosch disc brakes were one big difference between this truck and production models. Hydraulic discs were used to give the driver better pedal feel. The Kenworth engineers had put in more than 3,000 hours designing and building this truck. They've given much to the project. Now, they're eager to see how the truck would perform when put to the test. The first test came in April at the Packard Technical Center. The driver easily hit 100 miles per hour plus, and braking and handling proved excellent. The team's hard work had paid off. The second test session came 3 weeks later at Pikes Peak. Because of weather conditions at the top, they were only able to run on the lower third of the course. But Glenn was eager to see what the truck could do. He liked what he saw.
Well, it feels great and it runs great. It's a big difference having the Kenworth engineers build this truck compared to the one that we built in Joplin, virtually underneath the shade tree. It handles dramatically different, accelerates faster, of course it's much lighter, and the Kenworth engineers just put their heads together and really build a race truck. I tell you, it's phenomenal. It's not like driving a truck, it's more like driving a race car.
Between practice runs, the Kenworth engineering team continued to fine-tune the machine, looking for ways to get Glenn up the mountain in record time.
I'm really impressed with what all the Kenworth guys have done with this piece of equipment. It's marvelous. It's great. This one's built to withstand all the challenges of this mountain, and it looks like it's doing it very well.
The challenge to race to the top of Pikes Peak will come soon enough. Kenworth and CFI will be ready. Bonneville, where speed records are set by the fastest vehicles in the world. Kenworth and CFI are here to join their ranks and set a record of their own. The run for the record began here in Kenworth's R&D lab. With little more than 2 months to go till the trials, it was a bold undertaking. The truck would run in the highway hauler class, which meant it had to be equipped to haul freight. The rules called for the cab and most of the components to be stock, with few modifications allowed. A 19-liter Cummins K-Series engine rated at 2,200 horsepower provided the power. Engine coolant would circulate through tanks normally used for fuel. The Bridgestone tires and wheels came from a Boeing 737, and twin parachutes were mounted for added stopping power. Building a T2000 for straight-line speed was a new challenge for the Kenworth engineers and technicians. As work neared completion, one question was on everyone's mind: how fast would it go?
First of all, I'd like to welcome you all to the 51st running of Speed Week, sponsored by the Southern California Timing Association, Bonneville Nationals.
August 14th, 1999. The time has come to make a run for the record. Glenn Brown, CFI president, gets ready to drive, while crew members from Kenworth, Cummins, and CFI continue to fine-tune the machine. Glenn finally heads out to the course late in the day. He's anxious to see what the T2000 will do and wastes no time getting it up to speed. To establish a record, 2 runs must be made on consecutive days at an average speed greater than the existing mark. Glenn's first run clocks in at 168, 20 miles per hour faster than the existing record. All he has to do is repeat this performance the following morning. Unfortunately, the pace would slow in the days to come. Daybreak, day 2. All systems are go. The crew moves the truck toward the starting line where it sinks into the salt. In certain places, the water table is close to the surface. Not a problem for lightweight racers, but the 23,000-pound truck is stuck. By the time it's pulled free, the deadline for the mandatory second run has passed. The team would have to start over in the morning. "5:30 a.m., day 3. The team moves out for another attempt at the record. Halfway through the run, something goes wrong under the hood, and Glenn heads back to the pits. The crew suspects the turbocharger. The following day is spent waiting for new parts. The team has now lost 2 days, forced to sit on the sidelines. Glenn waits and watches the other competitors, waiting for his turn to return to the action. The crew works through the night and into the next morning, installing new components. Finally, on day 5, Glenn returns to the course for what will be only his 3rd run of the week. The speed, a respectable 161 plus. Now the team looks for a way to increase the speed.
If we can get you up around 2,400, we'll be a lot better off.
Pick it up and go.
Yeah, 285 in the rear.
Yeah, that might do it.
It's 0.64.
Whatever gear you've got.
The talk turns to gear ratios and shift points, while the truck sits in impound waiting to make the second run that will establish the record. Early the next morning, Glenn is back on the course. But now there's a new problem. The automatic transmission doesn't upshift properly, limiting top speed to 125 miles per hour. The crew goes to work, and Glenn remains optimistic.
We'll get there.
At last, Glenn is back on the course for his final attempt, but he's not running fast enough. The transmission problems have returned, and time has run out. While all were disappointed to come so close and fail, the team had much to be proud of. Working in uncharted territory with little time, Kenworth built a truck that could do the job. They would have to wait till the next time. The next time comes just 2 months later at the Bonneville World Finals. October 21st, the team is back in force and ready to get the job done. Glenn wastes no time getting out of the course, and this time the T2000 is running strong. This time, he makes 2 consecutive runs at nearly identical speeds, 162 miles per hour, nearly 15 miles per hour faster than the old Mark. Finally, the team can celebrate. For CFI and Kenworth, this is a major accomplishment. Coming to Bonneville for the first time with little lead time, it's an effort they can be proud of. CFI and Kenworth, the world's best, are now the world's fastest.